Hey, Elena.
Hey.
It's good to see you again.
Good, Maddie.
How are you? I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had so much fun at
Wasn't that a blast?
Yeah,
I'm so glad Tim could introduce us.
Yeah, me too.
He was going on and on about Yeti coolers and how the project worked so well and kept his drinks cool the entire float trip. So obviously he was a strong advocate for the company. I know Yeti is not short of consumer advocates.
We have an awesome customer base. Yeah.
Right, and also I understand that company has experienced tremendous growth with about, what is it, 450
million in
Wow.
revenue, yeah.
Dang, okay, well y'all don't need me to tell you that. That's impressive, but congratulations.
No, we're really excited about that.
Before I forget, here's my business card.
Okay.
It's got my name, my number, my email, anything you might need after this meeting if you've got any questions at all.
Great, okay, I definitely will.
So yeah, check that out. Just to be clear, we have 20 minutes today?
20 minutes is perfect.
Awesome, all right. Well, let's not waste any time then. Does anybody else need to be in this meeting?
Today it's just me. Maybe next time we can have some more members of my team, but for today it's just me.
Sounds good to me. All right. Do you mind if I take notes?
Oh, not at all.
Cool. All right. Well, just so I don't waste your time, I have created an agenda.
Okay.
I'd like to start out by learning a little bit more about you, your job here at Yeti, and just Yeti as a whole. Mm-hmm. And then I want to talk about your needs, what they are, and where we could potentially match up, what you're looking for, really.
Okay.
Next, I want to discuss what Salesforce has to offer you all. Mm-hmm. And then finally, if you like what you hear today, then I'd like to come to an agreement and figure out what our next steps together are.
Great. Okay.
Cool. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right, let's get to it then. So, as the IT Associate Director, what is the most important task you deal with day to day?
Well, I spend a lot of my time compiling and analyzing data that my managers send to me. So doing that in an efficient and timely manner is a really big key to our success. So, like I said, most of my time is spent looking at data.
Looking at data. Okay. So this efficiency and finding the best use of your time, is that kind of what got you in the market looking for a new CRM system?
Yes. Our old system is just really slow and outdated, so it is making it difficult to compete with the other big top competitors that do have more up-to-date systems.
Definitely.
More efficient systems in place, I should say.
Well, yeah, and as you guys are continuing to grow and, meeting those competition and their level of, size, you're going to need those up-to-date systems. Yeah. Something that can match up to them. Definitely. For sure. Awesome. Well, good to know. So tell me a little bit more about this current system that you do have in place.
Okay. So what we do is we have our sales reps collecting data in the field, and they'll log it either into Excel or a Word document or whatever data collection works for their team. And then they'll report it back to our managers and our other Yeti employees. Okay. So obviously you are going to see some human error with that because it's a manual entry. So that's something that we have seen. It's not a huge problem right now, but I see it becoming an issue in the future. So that's something that we'd like to try and knock out for you because it's more of a problem.
Definitely. So you mentioned that, either Excel or whatever data collection. So that's different depending on the team. Yeah. Okay. And so that's kind of probably where more of the human error comes in maybe?
Yeah. It varies from manager to manager. So it does create some issues when you're trying to compare data since it all is in different formats. It makes it hard to kind of interpret sometimes. Okay. And then, like I said, the human error mainly comes from because it's a manual data entry system. Okay. So, like I said, some human errors there. Okay.
Gotcha. So there's definitely some time spent redoing all that and reorganizing it.
Yeah. Okay. Reorganizing data, kind of making sense of it, streamlining it, reformatting it, whatever.
Following. Yeah. Okay. So this back and forth communication between the sales reps and the managers up and down, the chain of command. Right. Is that one aspect where you consider the system outdated?
Yes. We definitely spend a lot of time emailing, communicating back and forth information that could be compiled more efficiently. I feel like that does take up a lot of our time, just trying to relay and repeating ourselves. It feels like. Yeah.
So you just say the thing over and over and just try to get the point across. Not everyone's on the same page.
Right, exactly.
Okay, well, how much time would you say is spent reorganizing that data?
I think it probably depends on sales volume. Maybe 1 to 2 hours a day. At the end of the day, a manager could be looking at the information that the sales reps bring them. But again, like I said, it depends on sales volume. Obviously, we really wish that managers could be spending that time doing more, things that are more suited to their skill set instead of, compiling, reading, looking at data. So depending on the sales volume, you said probably at least an hour a day? Yeah. And this hour, doesn't sound like a whole lot when you think of just an hour, but, an hour a day per week, per month, per year, it definitely adds up, you'd say. Yeah, definitely. And like you just said, that time could be better used elsewhere. Yeah, absolutely. Our managers, they're, very skilled employees that we have. We don't want them to be spending their valuable time doing stuff that, could be done more effectively. Definitely. And we definitely feel like it it has taken them out of the sales process a little bit. They're not as involved with their customers, which isn't exactly aligned with their core values.
Well, that's actually the next question I was going to ask is this time that could be spent elsewhere, that's probably affected your sales and your customer relationships as well. So could you tell me a little bit about that and where this disconnect
I kind of
happens?
feel like there might be a disconnect between our upper management and our customer relations just because managers are spending that time organizing information and compiling data. They're not as hands-on as our sales reps, or we're not as hands-on as we would like them to be. Like I said, that's not in line with our core values, and we also feel like we might have a disconnect between the sales reps and managers because they aren't as involved in the sales process. So that's something that we definitely like to remedy if we can. I don't think it's using the manager's skills as effectively as
definitely. So it's core value of customer relationships. That's huge, and that's probably where a lot of your sales come from is because of the relationships you have with them. So using your time wisely and dedicating it to the sales rep to the customer relationships, and therefore will increase your sales. So I think that's huge to use the time wisely.
It's a good way to
All right, so those 1 to 2 hours really will make a difference. So would you say the disconnect, obviously between the sales rep and managers, there's that, but do you think there's also a disconnect between the different departments in Yeti and Yeti as a whole? There's other disconnects?
Yes, I think we could be more connected if we had more consistent communication with the entire company, or even just more ease acquiring information. I feel like we spend, like I said, we spend a lot of time sharing information across departments, and it could be a lot easier if everyone just had that same data in the morning to begin with. So everyone was on the same page all the time. The sharing of information was a little bit easier.
That disconnect, the lack of access to info. Also. Okay. So all those things, they sound like things that could potentially have an easy fix. But what are the key benefits you're searching for in a new CRM system is what I'm hearing.
So I've definitely had some time to think about what we're looking for, because obviously we've been looking for a new CRM system for a while. We're looking for a way to make communication across departments a little bit more seamless. So more collaborations between departments. Like I said, if we could streamline our order entry process, I think that could save us a lot of time on sales, get sales reps moving through sales faster, save us a lot of time and money. Being able to access client information. And like I said, being able for our managers to have the same information that our sales reps have regarding our client info. So if they could see the same things that the sales reps see a little bit more easily. So that's huge. Another thing that's huge for us, especially as we're growing, is tracking our sales more accurately and being able to see those trends more readily available. So knowing that those trends are being recorded accurately because that human error is reduced or removed, and being able to see those trends as they're happening. Okay,
so just to make sure I'm following, the communication, collaboration aspect is huge, and then the streamline, making the whole process quicker, more efficient, info accessibility, not just for the sales reps and the managers, but for everybody, the company. And then, the tracking, the accuracy.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. Well, although these problems aren't huge now, you guys are growing, I think that as you do continue to grow, that these could come back around and the problems just could grow. Yes, you grow.
Definitely,
So good thing though. I think that Salesforce definitely has some things we could offer you guys, help y'all benefit you guys. If you'd like, I could actually come to that side of the table and give you a little demonstration of what's going on, what we have to offer.
Cool.
All right, let's open this up and log in. Here we are. So right here, right off the bat, you've got the home page. You've got every tab possible for everything you might need. So initially starting off with that communication aspect you're looking for, we've got the Salesforce chatter right here in the bottom right side. This allows for communication between departments and teams. It's mobile available too, so you can get the updates in your phone, which is very interesting, very helpful, very efficient.
In real time.
It's the area for departments and teams to be collaborative, share ideas and information, like I said, all in real time. It updates everyone individually on their mobile device, not missing out, so no one's missing out on any new updates or leads. You'll never come into the office blind again. You always know what's going on, whether you're actually in the office or you're taking your vacation, you're going to be updated.
So people can talk across departments as well as across teams? Okay, cool. That's great.
So the next one is customer information. I know you said you wanted the info accessibility very prominent and everyone to be able to see that. So we've got all data accessible here. Purchase orders, trends, you name it, we got it. It's here. Info accessibility is huge because now everyone can familiarize themselves with the clients, not just the sales reps. Everyone's going to have a little look.
Access. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So obviously the sales reps will still be the ones that do the face-to-face contact, but whatever they know, they can share with everyone.
Okay.
And inform the rest of the team or the company with what's going on. Everyone's updated.
Does everyone have access to edit that data?
So you can change that based on, customizable. All of this is customizable. How you want it, we can change it.
So we can control who sees what.
Yes, definitely.
That's really helpful.
Yeah. Let's see. So next we've got the sales content. So that'll show you trends, leads, progress, and that's kind of the tracking accuracy portion you were looking for.
Okay.
Huge for tracking accuracy aspect. You can see where teams need improvement and also where they're doing a great job. It keeps you in the know. So like your managers for your sales rep, they can check it out and be like, okay, so-and-so really needs to work on their leads and getting more leads in rather than just following through.
Right.
And this person's doing great. They've got all these leads and they're filing all these, they're finishing everything. So they're doing great.
Can you see the stages of a call that someone's working on?
Yeah, you can see everything real time, their progress as it goes.
That's great. Okay.
Yeah, so you are constantly in the know of what's going on in your company.
So that would help the managers be more involved with the sales project.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone's communicating constantly.
Mm-hmm.
It'll very much help the process.
Get them more involved with the process.
So all of this is to make everyone's job more convenient and more efficient, more accurate. No one is wasting time, compiling and analyzing those data. The 1 to 2 hours per day.
Yeah.
No one's wasting that time anymore. It's all there. It's done for you.
Okay.
So much time is saved. Now you can do other things like build those customer relationships, that core value of yours.
Yeah.
Or, go out and find new leads and create more sides or sales. So more time, more money, basically. So everything customizable, convenient, and another great feature is that we will actually send representatives in to teach you how to use it to customize to
so
your
we're
company.
not implementing it by ourselves.
Nope. So it's no sweat. We are here for you. We have got your back.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So I'm actually gonna go back to the other side of the table and
we're
gonna talk a little bit more. Just close that. So, do you think that Yeti could improve by switching from a manual tracking system to a sales tracking?
Yeah, I definitely think having a more accurate tracking system could help reduce the human error. I think that would be really helpful in making it more organized for us to then view and understand and analyze later.
That's cool. There we go. Okay, well then combining the effective order processing, sales tracking, and a better collaboration method at Yeti, do you think that would create more efficient costs and a more effective work environment?
Yeah, I think that definitely having the collaboration could definitely save us some time that we're using in relaying information. I think that could definitely be very valuable.
All right. Well, I think it's important that we talk a little bit about money now.
Yeah.
So Salesforce comes out to it's $185 per person, and that's per month.
Okay.
It's subscription based, just so you know, so you can cancel anytime. I'm sure that you won't if you do decide to implement this, but just to throw that in there.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking at about $200,000 and $250.
Yeah.
And that includes the $25,000 setup fee.
Okay, great.
Cost of not having Salesforce, however, is so we implemented this Salesforce with various companies, similar to your size, similar problems, everything. And we were able to save them, and I'm confident we'll be able to save you 20%, if not more, in your first year of purchase orders.
Mm-hmm.
And so that comes out to $90 million in 1 year's revenue.
Wow.
And that's a lot of money that you can save. Yeah. So you see how much you can save by implementing Salesforce?
Yeah, I definitely see like a very clear relationship between Salesforce and our savings. For
awesome. Sure. Do you have any questions of what I've showed you or like anything I'm saying right now?
No, I don't think so. I think I'd like to talk to my team a little bit, maybe like show them the demo so they can get a hands-on view of the product, get a clear idea of what the product is, and maybe I can come to you with questions later.
Yeah, like I said, I gave you my my card and email. So if you have questions before that, feel free to reach out. But I'd love to meet with you again next week. Maybe,
yeah, that'd be great. I think, could we do Tuesday at the same time?
Same time, Tuesday. It sounds great to me. Well, it's really great seeing you again,
Thank you so much, Maddie.
Thank you so much for your time.
I'll be
you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. You too. 14 minutes. Passwords.